Hi, 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 hi. Hi. Hello, lovely people. Hi. See who jumps on. Hi, 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 hi. Hello, Ellie. How are you? Hi. How's it going your side? Hi, Kirsten. Hello, people. Hi. Hello. I love some of the names you use. Hi. Hi, Shayna. Some of the interesting names. Maybe you should. I don't know. It depends on what energy and what you're trying to send out. But I find some of the names people are using are fascinating. Yes. And they have energy in it and frequencies too and intent. What do you want to be? Go, good, yeah. Oh, good, yeah. Yeah, we've got a heat wave here. Ooh, it's very hot outside, but I am cool. There's no air movement. I mean, it's extreme. It's not usual. So for Africa, this is normal, not for England. So I think the English must be having a terrible time today. Wow. The houses are not designed for heat either. Everything is inside. There's no fans. There's no AC. Everything's designed for radiators, for heat. It's not like in America you've got an HVAC, right? Hot and cold. Here, there's only heating. There's no cooling. There's no fans on your roof. No fans in your house. No tiles on the floor. It's carpets. Everything is in a hot... it's to keep the heat in. So, of course, when it gets hot, well... it speaks for itself, the design, doesn't it? I think if you're in the old houses where they've got like 4 bricks wide, they're so thick, the walls, I mean, it's incredible. They're very insulated. So that'll keep it cool. There's old stone houses and things, stone floors. But everything's changed. Of course, people have got wooden floors, and they've got this, and they've got, Hi. So it is very hot today. And I'm sure you won't see anyone anywhere. Outside anyway, I don't know. I'm cool. End of story. I am cool. My body is cool. I am cool. Thank you. Mind over matter. Literally. It even says in the Bible, but we didn't get it. We're starting to now, and there was spoken word. Spoke it into creation. Spoke it into creation. Mind over matter. Law of attraction. Whatever you want to say. There we are. So I am cool. My body is cool. I am cool. Oh, lovely. I know. And what's going on out there is what's going on out there, whatever. But I'm cool. Yeah, cool thoughts. The body is cool. I am cool. And there can be a heat wave outside, then there's a heat wave outside. But in me, I am cool. Lovely. The body is cool. And you can, All right. I had a thing now that came to me. Sorry, my hair's irritating me. It's sticking to my back a bit. Yeah. I had a thing came to me now in my little meditation before I started. I was guided through what seems to be an issue with humanity. Something it could be good to get rid of or to clear in the collective. And it's very prevalent because it's been spread for a long time now. It's a belief. It's just become normal, right? To expect the worst from their governments. And oh, do they, So there's this very negative projection about the government, about whatever. I mean, there's in every negative aspect, right? It's very bad, and it's been pushed on purpose anyway. So what do people expect? Because if you government, who the government? They're the only ones that represent you. So if you do away with government, you've got corporations that can do what they want. There's no, you know what I mean? You've got no representation. Well, never mind. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is, if you expect the worst, you get the worst. So if we keep projecting out there the worst image, the worst expectations, this is the worst expectation of them, that is what you're going to get. And then they keep moaning, and all they are is people that represent you. So if we keep expecting, this is what we're going to keep projecting, and this is what we keep creating, mind over matter. So this is a very negative belief, a thought pattern that's held by the collective, and it's been spread, especially in the darker, lower, density, consciousness, frequencies and vibrations of all the negative anyway. Everything's there, right? heavier thoughts, darker, negative nonsense, whatever. So this is a big thing in the collective. They're their own worst enemy. They don't realize it, you know. What you focus on, what you think, what you expect is what you get. So yeah, it is being spread. So this came to me something that it really could be a benefit if they want to. They moan, they want upliftment, right? To uplift the humanity, to uplift them. You've got to want and project and see a very positive, kind, helpful, collaborative, you know, world and government. You know what I mean? Whoever governs you, whether it's local or not, this is what you've got to expect, project from people. And that's what you're going to get. So this is a thought pattern and something that really needs clearing in the collective consciousness and people. All of the lives, upliftment of humanity. The upliftment of consciousness, frequency, vibration, new earth of humanity. Rising back into the light, into higher consciousness, into higher frequencies, into higher vibrations, to get their own backsides out of the mud where they are. Because people don't realize darkness is within you. There's only an absence of light is within yourself. You've got darkness, you need to increase your light. What is as within, so without. Anyway, that's never mind here. Alright, so we need to do, this is something that's held within so many people, I was one included, to release this negative expectation and thought pattern. Because if we keep doing it and keep repeating the same thoughts and pattern and things, and then we wonder why we're not getting this, we're getting the same results. Oh, but you know, look at the government's doing, look at the government's doing. And I'm like, yeah, mind over matter, you're a creator. It's a lot of people don't want to admit it. They kind of trying to toy around and I don't believe that. I don't want to, you know, I don't believe we manifest. Sort of, you know, just ignore my behavior and my negative thoughts, but only manifest the good. It doesn't work like that because you're a creator. So you're going to create unconsciously if you like it or not. And this is what you're doing. And then it's easy to go and blame. Oh, no, it wasn't me. Oh, no, it's them. And as you see what's going out in the world, it's blame as being, it's them, it's him, it's her, it's this, it's that, you know. But we got to accept responsibility because you are a creator, every single one of you. And you're creating your own reality and you're creating the collective, yeah. Not today, no. I was yesterday. I mean, you can see I spend most of my life in the sun, yeah. No, but if you want to be a creator, people say, I want this, they want that. Now, they want to go and talk to the light and they want to manifest and this and I've got to, you know, whatever, man. But then, you know, they don't want to do that, but then they don't want to accept the rest. So it's sort of like, I kind of believe I create my own reality and I manifest what I focus on, I predict, but no. I am wanting this. So that's fine. I can, you know, it doesn't work that way. That's what anyway, but it's interesting. Yeah. So, you know, all of it, yeah. You can't claim half of it and then sort of deny the other half because it doesn't work, then you don't get it. You know what I mean? You either believe you do or you don't. And if you don't, that's not empowerment. Then you'd have no power. You're not creating a reality. You're saying, well, I kind of have a half a, you know, toe in there, sort of. But that's what you're going to get. You know, yeah, no. What you believe you get. You know, and expect. So the expectation is what I'm seeing. What came through to me is people are expecting the worst from their governments. And then they're getting it and they're going, oh, look at that. And I'm like, yes. Same with if you want to manifest something. If you expect it, you get it, you know. Project it, expect it, ask, and it is given. You know, ask and you shall receive. But if you sit there and doubt and fight and resistance, well, yeah, anyway. So that doesn't matter. This is what's come to me now, is a meditation to clear this negative thought pattern, because it's probably one of the most destructive, you know, things that humans are doing at the moment to themselves, and being projected out there. Yet their intentions are they want something better, but what they're thinking and what they're saying, what they're pushing is what they, you know what I mean, they're not getting it. That they are, I mean, going on wild for this one. They're not getting it. That's actually you, the only one's doing this to you. No one's doing anything to you. You are manifesting this. You are believing that you've got shit people, and that's what you're going to get. And you believing that this is a good and they're bad, and da. Yeah. Yeah. So yes, this is a negative, and it's affecting the collective, and in not a positive way. But they're moaning and crying and carrying on, and then they want change, you know. But they, yeah. So this is a collective thought pattern. that needs to go, that will benefit everybody, for this to be removed from the collective consciousness, and for us to project, no longer think that. Because if you keep, and catch yourself, because if you keep thinking of that, it's now an active, you've now activated that thought or that frequency and resonance in you. You are now attracting negative. So we don't want to attract any negative, you know what I mean? You want leaders that are loving, that are kind, that are compassionate. You want a community that's loving, kind, and compassionate to each other. People, right? So we project, this is what we expect from people, the world, the collective. This is what we expect from our government leaders, which to be wise, to be compassionate, to be kind, to be peaceful. Project that, expect that, say that, see that, put it out there, and it goes. You know what I mean? When you get the collective seeing that, you will see a change on the outside. But the collective are still, you know, got one foot, yeah, my light, but, you know. Anyway, it's funny. It is funny to watch it when you do realize, because you know where everyone is, and you think, yeah, wow, okay. When you wake up, you're going to laugh at yourself, but it doesn't matter. You know, because you are a creator. It's an experience. So then you just got to, I don't know, I just think everyone's going to have their own great, you know, evolution, or yeah, it's going to be good when they go out from there to there, and it's like, wow, empowerment. They want empowerment, but then they're actually disempowering themselves, because they're believing that someone has control over them, for one, and they're projecting that out there in the first place. So let's do a clearing on that one. That's a meditation, yeah, and a clearing that would be very useful for humanity, for the highest, greatest good, for everybody. Everybody be happy and have peace and have, you know, what they want. This is what everybody basically wants this, but not realizing how to go about and getting it. So they're still doing the old way of doing it, the old earth, the old, very lower consciousness, lower frequency, lower way of trying to achieve something. And that didn't work for hundreds of thousands of years, but they kept on doing it, and just had more wars and more, you know, overthrows and regime changes, and nothing changed, you know what I mean? And you would think we would have got that. No, 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 no. So yeah, let's try and change it all starts here, the energy, but we got to deactivate that and change our thought patterns and be aware of now when we think. So no, I always, like those you can include in your affirmations, everybody I interact with are friendly, kind, helpful, and collaborative. Thank you. Everybody I interact with. There we are. And that's what you're going to draw from the collective anyway. You see? So more and more, you're drawing it from the people. We have the power to change people as well. Okay. I think we could do with that more peace, and we'd have more peace on the outside. Not that it bothers me, because I'm peaceful. My life is peaceful. I don't have any of that, you know what I mean? I don't project it, I don't think of it, I don't focus on it. So I'm unaffected by any of whatever's going on out there, you know what I mean? I choose to be, I don't choose to participate and help, you know. Mine is to guide people in the right direction, not to suffering, and not to, you know, and not into any sort of negative outcome. To the light, to upliftment, upliftment, to the expansion of consciousness, to the light, to the, you know, not to help them beat a drum or, you know, bang their head, whatever. All right, anybody know how to do meditations on here? Anybody that knows how to meditate or is connected on here? Hello? Just type yes in the box if you know how to meditate, you know, and connect to the other side. Yes, yeah, you do. Okay, good. 1. Anybody else know how to connect to the other side, to the quantum field, or whatever you want to call it, other dimensions, other... Yeah, all right, let's do it. All right, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, great. Ah, good. We all connected. Great. Yeah, raise the... Okay. So let's do a meditation. Let's ask for guidance on this. I got it earlier and I was busy, and then I thought, okay, I'll come live. I was busy on it. I don't know it was because of something I had to let go of as well. I had to clear. Anyway, when I asked, this was what seems to be, and if you think about it, what's the biggest issue going on out there at the moment? This is the biggest gripe, the biggest anger, the biggest thing is being projected towards the government, pretty much. And it's only going to come back, you know what I mean? Because what you put out is what comes back to you. And then, oh, look what they're doing to me. Yes. I would, yes. Let's see some good, wonderful, wise, loving, kind people. You know what I mean? In charge of their communities, in charge of us, in charge, you know what I mean? In charge, but I mean, let's work. Like you have in the old days, you had an elder, more like the wise person. The guidance, yeah, that gave guidance and lead, like your grandfather, grandparents, the same thing on a bigger scale. Whether you want to, you know, project government or whatever level they are, doesn't matter. Let's manifest those into being and not what everybody's having a heart attack about. And then, all right. So let's get busy with that. It's what you call it's like self-infliction they're doing to themselves. You know, it's like taking a whip and whipping myself, you know, and going, oh, you know. No, that's an old way of doing things, and that's a painful way of doing things, and the only person that gets hurt is you. Because you get what you put out, you know what I mean? That's it. All right. So let's go, people. Okay, yeah. All right. Maybe. All right, people. Let's get centered, and we're going to do this. And if you don't know how to meditate, you can sit in a position, and you know how to work your imagination. You can visualize your house, your car, apple, or whatever, you know. Then you can do it, because all you're doing is closing your eyes, and you are creating the scene in your mind, okay? There we are. You can do that, because that's just as effective. Focus, visit what your intent is. So what your intent is for good is to clear this. What your focus is putting your concentration, your effort onto that visualization with your intention, and there we are. And that's what it'll be, you see. That's what you get, because you're asking for it, you're intending, you're visualizing it, and so you visualize this process, okay? All right. Great, yeah. Yeah, humanity does need a helping hand. You know, but it's a learning lesson, but well, yeah, it's a painful learning lesson. I know. But anyway, it's an experience. All right. Okay, you're going to ask and intend with your wish. Intent is your desire. So you've got to have that desire, not kind of, I sort of, but I don't. So you've got to intend and ask now to release all negative thoughts, expectations from your government and leadership. So I hereby release all negative thought patterns and expectations and beliefs about our global, about the local government or international leadership. Okay? So it's leadership. Is the main thing you're going to be doing a releasing on that, because you expect and you want good leaders, wise leaders, those in light, those in compassion, those in awareness, those with a higher consciousness. That's the right word, okay? So we're going to do a release on the old way of being, of thinking, which kept us in a very dark, dense, lower consciousness and lower frequencies and vibrations, and kept this cycle of suffering, really, which continued on the planet, all right? So to break this cycle, we need to break our thought patterns, our beliefs, and increase we're doing this frequency and vibration. But intention is the key, okay? So now we're going to intend to hereby release all negative thoughts, beliefs, frequencies, and vibrations about my leadership, global and local and governmental leadership. I hereby release all negative thoughts, patterns, and beliefs in connection with that. Frequencies, vibrations, the lot. We're going to clear the lot. So sit down. I'm calling in help now. Okay. To assist you to clear this. Okay, that light will come in. They're going to help you clear it. Alright, so now you're going to sit, and you sit with your intention now, whether you're sitting in whatever position you are, but with your heart and your mind and real focus and genuine intention. Now you ask for them to please release this energy, frequency, vibrations, thought patterns, whatever from you. It no longer serves me, and it's not for my highest and greatest good, for my highest expansion, my highest evolution, highest consciousness, frequency and vibration. It's definitely not. It's limiting and it's lowering, it's restricting you. So you want to release all thought patterns that are holding you down, that are restricting you from raising in consciousness, light, frequency, vibration, and expansion. And a thought pattern is something that is you're repeating. It is a negative thought. It's a negative thought that you believe and you keep thinking. And that stays active in you, and this now will keep happening in your life or your experience, because you are creating your experiences, your lives. All right, so we're going to release this. Ask them to gather all those negative thoughts, frequencies, vibrations, and beliefs about leadership and your government that no longer serve you, and to please take them from you. And you can see them rising up. It's almost like you see it rising up through your body, coming out the top of your head. It's almost like a weight or the darkness. It's just coming up. It's being lifted out of you. There it goes, through the top of your head. Okay, more up. It comes up from you, up, up, up. It's being pulled out of you. Release it through the top of your head. Open your crown, so it's released it, so the light can get in. And you can visualize, if you want, your head, the top of your head, this pure light, this massive bright light. Whether you want to visualize it as heaven or however you see it, however you want to see it. At the top of your head is open, and there's this beautiful light in this plane of existence. However you want to visualize it, if you see it as heaven or whatever. And it's being taken out now, so it can be taken out of you. There we are. It goes up up into that plane of light. There we are. Sit there and let it all get taken out, removed. And you can visualize it almost as dark energy, however you want to see it, liquid, smoke form, whatever, being released from you. It comes up from your lowest, goes right up through your head, out into this beautiful, it's a heavenly space of light. Okay. Now what you can do is ask them to please give you a cleanse from all other thoughts, beliefs, which are just beliefs, thought patterns that you keep holding, which are negative, which are destructive, which are dark and dense, which are restricting you from raising in consciousness, dimensions, frequencies and vibrations, right? For your highest good. For purpose of a light, for the purpose of ascension, or to raise, your expansion. So now ask them to please look for all other thought patterns. The angels are happy to assist. They will now go out Ask them to please look, and you could yourself look in now, inwards. So you're looking into yourself, you can see it. And ask them to please help you release all dark, dense thoughts, beliefs that no longer serve me, that are restricting me, that are holding me from the light, holding me from ascension, expanding, from raising in consciousness and frequency and vibration. So all these things that are limiting you and holding you down, stopping you from going up. Oh, plenty. All right. Ask them to please help you to release, to relieve you from this, because it no longer serves me, your intention. You're going to willingly give it up. So willingly ask them to take it from you. It no longer serves me. It's not for my highest and greatest good. Okay. Please help me to release this. Please take this from me. Okay, they're going busy, they're busy. They're going between people. Whew, lots of it. Hell. Okay, let it rise out, let it be dissolved into the light, let them take it up, see it going up from you, going up, up, up. Wow. It'll take some time because there's a lot of it. So that dark, dense energy is going to be taken out and transmuted. The angels are happy to ask them to help you if you need. They're here, they're helping, they assist. Alright, let it go. You can even breathe it out. You can actually see it coming out till it goes light. Visualize it coming up like a lift through the top of your head, into the light, and dissolving. Right, next, coming up, till you feel it, till you know it's gone, till it's light, until it's all that heaviness and darkness has been removed from you. Let it come up, let it come up. These are all just thought patterns, dark, dense energy. It just keeps going on around in a circle, and keeps you in this pattern. You'll know when it's finished. If you have to keep breathing it out, pushing it out, however you're seeing it leaving you, it will be leaving you. Okay. There we are. Okay. There we are. I'm seeing a lot of light, a lot more light out there. A lot lighter, people, a lot lighter. Well. Great. That will free you from a lot of dark, dense energy and allow you to raise in consciousness, frequency, and vibration, and stop this negative cycle or pattern you're in. Here we are. Wow, a lot lighter. Wow, that makes a difference. Goodness me. Ooh, collective is getting lighter. You don't want anything that's going to harm you, people, and keep your energy, your frequency and vibration low. You release it point so you can rise up into the light. Expansion. Okay, now I'm going to ask them to increase your light for you and cleanse you from any of that now. So now you're going to visualize you sitting here, and you can see above your head is this light. And it's open, and you can see this bright column of white light coming down through your head. So it's like coming into you. So you're sitting on the ground, or wherever you're standing, and this incredible column of bright light, like a, I suppose a sun ray, if you want to visualize, is coming straight down through your head into your body. And it is now cleansing you from all dark, dense energies, increasing your light. So let's cleanse and clear all negative frequencies, vibrations, and resonance from your field, from your body, from your energy. And this is what this light will do. It's cleansing it now to recalibrate all your energy, frequencies, and vibrations back in alignment with your higher self, with source, with the light. All right, which is your benevolent, divine, creative source. So allow it to recalibrate all your energy and frequencies and vibrations back in alignment with your higher self, which is your real true self, your being, and source, the creative source of all that is, which is benevolent, loving light. All right, so allow the light to come pouring in now. And you are being filled with light, and you can actually feel yourself getting lighter and lighter as this energy, this light pours in through your head and fills your body. And just feel your body being filled and filled and filled with light, and it's just filling up like you'd fill up a jug. The light is just rising and rising and rising in you. Until all you can see is that you are completely like a bright white light, like that stream of light coming into your head, that you are now part of it. You are just pure light. There's nothing else but you are absolute light. There we are. You are now one with that light, and that's all you are. It's pure, pure light. You've been wonderful. Now you can instruct your source, your inner being, your higher self to keep that calibration, keep you aligned and centered in all your energy and frequency and vibration calibrated to your inner being, to source. There we are. And then you're in complete alignment with who you really are, your divine self, There we are. Now you are whole and you're just complete light. And you will feel that peace, because when you're in alignment with who you really are, your divine self, your true spark, your true aspect, you are in absolute love, peace, and harmony. That's real alignment. You'll find absolute love, peace, and harmony, because you're in touch with your divine, the real you, which is pure positive energy and light. You can do that as affirmations as well. I am pure positive energy, frequency, and vibration. I am pure positive energy, frequency, and vibration. There's one you can include. I include many other ones about how to increase your light. There's affirmations about your light, frequency, and vibration. There we are, people. You're welcome. Don't know, I'm not doing readings at the moment. We're not doing readings. We're helping the collective rise out of the darkness. This is about uplifting humanity, and not about birthdays. No, I don't. I don't do that, sorry. You can find many people willing, happy to do that. It's not what I'm here about. I've got a different purpose. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, it is powerful, of course. When you're that light, when you fill yourself with that light, that stream, you connect with that stream. You're pulling it in, you're channeling source, whatever. The same with when you do a healing. So you're pulling it in through you and you are sending it out to people. You know? Or like you do with, I said, that bubble of light, when you are sending out love and light out into the planet. You're consciously, intentionally radiating love and light out. See, like now, I'm now consciously, willingly sending out love and light throughout TikTok, throughout the collective consciousness, whatever. You're intentionally sending an energy into the field. You can do that. You can do many things. You can visualize it. You can put it around people to help people. So you can visualize someone, you can put this beautiful thing of well-being, that they feel loved. You can put a bubble around them. It's very powerful. Wow, people, you have power. So I'm saying, you have now, it's time now to stop playing around and to stand in your true light, your true power as your divine being. Okay. Claim, I am standing in my true light, my true power as a divine being, as part of the creative source. I am standing in my true light, my true power, and you have it, people. Claim it. If you want to use it, you've got to claim it. You've got to claim yet you are. People want to manifest, but they're not saying, I believe I can. You have to take responsibility. I can manifest. End of story. I am responsible. I am claiming my power. I'm standing in my power. You have to claim it if you want to use it. You see, claim it. Take it. I am. I create, you know. But if you don't, if you're not claiming you want to be a creator, or not claiming, yes, I can, I do, I'm accepting I do, well then how can you say, but I can, you know? Yeah, it is lovely, I love it. Bloody awesome. Anyway, so there we are. You never know what comes through, yeah. It is lovely, I love doing it. You can send out, same with someone's battling, you can send it out to them. Send out to the collective love and light. I mean, it's needed, people. It's so needed. So intentionally put it out there and send out. When you're connected, you have that power. When you are in alignment with your true self, your inner being, you tapped in. Now you're in complete alignment with who you really are, which is that divine. You have that power. When you're out of alignment, you can do nothing. And shouting and carrying on and hitting and moaning and fighting, you can do that, yes, but you have no power. This is where you have your power, is where you're in that now moment and you're in aligned with who you really are, and you're tuned in, as Abraham says, turned on, tapped in, whatever. Then you can heal. Then you can send energy. Then you can do these things. You have the power to do it. If you're not in alignment, you're not going to have power. You got words, but there's no energy behind them. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's all in your own hands if you're willing to claim it. It is, because that's who you are. Just get in alignment with your divine aspect, who you are, what they say, being authentic. That is it. Your authentic self is the part of the divine creator. You are that. You are whatever you are. That's you. You are. We all unique aspects, but we make up one mass consciousness. So we love each other. So if you do one thing against other, that's not, you know, the source is not going to go around condoning and helping you being shitty or thinking shitty about somebody else. No. You don't get luck there one. That's the opposite. You know, you got to send them out love. See them well, whatever they are. You know what I mean? It's love and compassion. Wish them. That's it. It's true, but source doesn't go around helping you trying to be, you know, being an arsehole, really. Then you're doing it on your own. You're not in alignment. That's for sure. You can be an arsehole, but you haven't got the power of the universe behind you. That's for sure. No, but you can still be one because you have free will. You're just not very powerful. You know, you've got your physical power, and that is it, which really has got no power actually. Because then and also remember what you do is what comes back to you. So it's like, oh. Not good. There we are, lovely people. Anyone got any questions or anything? You never know what comes through. Even me, I never know what I'm going to be guided to do, you know. But this, it makes sense when it came through to me. I thought, oh, that makes sense, because it's one of the biggest problems, or you can see it's the biggest thing that people are battling with humanity, the collective. There we are. But there we are, because they're manifesting it. And they have been for a while. And so now I know it's a thought pattern. So now when you think, as soon as you catch yourself that thought, catch that thought and change it. Change the thought. So, no, people are wonderful. The government's wonderful. They're going to be helpful. They're friendly. They're kind. So change. Just start doing an affirmation rant of the opposite, because you're reprogramming the mind in the opposite direction. Because it's a pattern, a habit of thought. So now you have to release that. But if now, that's why I say don't tap into that whole energy. And if you want to go and join bands and groups that are going where, well then what are you doing? You're picking up that energy, and then you're gonna end up being influenced by their thought patterns and behavior and behave the same. So don't mix with negative, any dark, dense energies, negative content, negative, hateful shit, anything. Just cut it out of your life, because then you're not tapping into that frequency and vibration. So if you're in a room with a lot of hateful people, you're going to pick that up and you're going to harmonize your frequency to them, and then that's what will happen, you see. So just choose to keep your field clean, and send this into the field. Because if you're consciously intending you're doing that, so do that, and the more you do it, the more it will change, the more it will go out there and change the negative one that's already, you know what I mean? There we are. That's how we do it. Anyway. Anyone got any comments or questions or anything? I don't even know who's there. Anybody? Yeah, it's a complete change of mindset, absolutely. But that's what I'm saying. It's a big jump for people. Absolutely. They have no clue, but it's pretty much obviously mind over matter, and these things were always there, like the saying, spoke into creation, yes. And people moaned enough and asked enough and prayed enough and they complained enough, where the desire was so strong, so they said this is why they came to guide humanity. So guess what? Kryon comes to the planet to guide humanity through the shift for benevolence, because it's something that humanity hasn't experienced. So Kryon's here to guide the government, mainly on top level, just to guide people through this, what's going to happen and everything, so people, can handle it. Then you've got Abraham Hicks. People all moaned and complained about, how horrible life was on the planet for how many centuries, and praying and complaining. So there we are. They've sent people to the planet to guide and uplift and say with. And then we came the light workers and da. So this is where we're supposed to be going. Somehow, depending on the level where you're at, you see. Yeah. To guide us into a higher way of being. The highest we've ever seen, actually. So cool. It's the highest consciousness that humanity's ever seen we're going to get. But then you've got those that are going to keep focusing on the dark, and they'll experience, one side of the planet is experiencing the best ever, and others will experience, the worst ever. You choose. What do you want to experience? The light and the best ever life, or the worst? It's a choice. There we are. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's guidance, as I say. It's being turned in and tapped on. Who you tapped into. Most people don't realize they're tapping into the collective consciousness, and then they're thinking that's where their guidance is coming from. Well, no. You got to go higher. Raise your frequency. Go higher than the collective consciousness. Always ask for your frequency and vibration to calibrate to source, the creative source, and your higher self, which is your inner being or your higher self, because that is part of the divine aspect. There is no hate and anger in there. So when they're tapping in, most people they just think they can connect and blah-de-da-da-da. But then they're getting all these negative things because they're tapping into the collective consciousness. And that's what they're reading. There's a difference, you see. You've got to rise above that. Everything's frequencies. So all that nastiness, like I said, thoughts. Everything has a frequency and a vibration. So all the negative, dark, dense thoughts are here. It's like one realm, let's say. Same thing, like a radio station. And then the next one is the medium, and then so there we are. You're going to choose which one you're going to tune yourself, your frequency vibration to. And that's what information you will perceive, depending on what you are tuned to. So you must clean up your frequency vibration if you want to tune into a higher frequency and vibration or channel. You see, don't lower it to a lower channel. That's all. And then you're going to pick up static shite. Lots of it out there. But if you choose to, I don't choose to tap into the collective and see what they're thinking and feeling. It's shadow work. They're going through the bloody shadow work massively. So if you tap into that, you're just going to get, everybody's garbage is coming out, because as they rise in frequency and vibration, so all this darkness, the darkest stuff will come out first. And people have some real dark things in them, We've got billions of people on the planet here. Messy out there. So choose not to focus on it. You don't need to focus on it. People say, oh, but do you know what's going on now? Why? I know I create my own reality. Why do I need to tap into the collective for some news or truth or seek movement to tell me what's going on? No, they're telling me what they think and they're creating. I am a creator. I choose what I want to create. I do not need to be tuned into any news station or anyone telling me what's going on, because then it's the same thing. You are focusing on the now, which is already manifested. There's no power in the manifested. It is already here. You want to control what's coming. You want to change what is here. That's where the power lies, is by being in alignment so you can move what's coming. Not into what's happening now, because that's manifested. And then, oh, look, they did it. No, you did it. You did it. So, anyway, there we are. Oh, la, la. So now I don't listen to the news. I have no desire. This is old way of being. People creating your reality for you. That's what the news was, and TV and movies, and guide the collective into creating their own doom. No, thank you. Unless it's positive, I don't listen to it. I'm not interested. If it's not uplifting, if it's not, for, as you want to say, the new earth, the higher, really higher level, higher dimensional consciousness, I am not interested. I'm not tuning my tuner down to the lowest stations of drama and nonsense, and it's not benefiting anybody. That's just, God's old way of being. Reality shows, reality TV, ooh, the drama. That's a lot of clearing you do, and I'm clear. I'm not going to drop back into that. You don't want to activate any of those things in your being, because that becomes a point of my attraction then. No, thank you. I keep my field clean, clear. Light goes before me and all around me and clears my path. There's only benevolence in my every now moment. Thank you. All right, lovely people. I love you lots. See you next time, whenever that is. Tomorrow, whenever, I don't know. I was actually in bed most of the morning. It's incredibly warm here for England, I must say. It's just very unusual. Very warm for England. And their housing is not built for the heat whatsoever. So I can imagine there's going to be a lot of very, very people not, having a hard time today and this evening. The designs are not made for hot weather at all. Teeny windows, everything is completely the opposite. Made for cold climate. And there's no HVAC systems, there's no ACs, only heating. So you can't put on the air conditioner, fans. Even the windows, some of them don't open properly. It was like, wow. Yeah, how to roast a chicken. Put it in a house in England and leave it there. In a heat wave. Oh dear. All right. Have a wonderful evening, people. Do that and share it. I'm going to put it up on YouTube anyway, somebody else. And the more we can do that, put it into the collective. But don't go back and then activate more of that again. When you participate in that negativity and drama, you are thinking about, you're activating it in yourself again. You see it. So just stay away from it. All right. Because it's not helping you and not helping the collective. We're not helping them by helping them, hurt themselves at all. All right. Bye, people. Bye. You're welcome.